Welcome to exploring Chapter 1 of The Giver: Control, Sameness, and Jonas's Apprehension. You're standing on a silent, spotless street. Low houses in tidy rows circle you, and identical bikes rest by every doorway. Everything looks safe, even comfortable, but here's the catch. Someone else decides almost everything. We're stepping into Chapter 1 of The Giver by Lois Lowry. Once you've watched this, you can explain how this world works, and why Jonas feels uneasy about what's coming. Here's the simple version. This society swaps personal choice for safety and order. Picture your day planned to the minute, with rules for almost everything. The point being, if people don't choose, things don't get messy, but you also don't get to be fully you. Underneath that is the place itself, called the community, the name for Jonas's entire society. Look around you. The houses match, the streets are clean, and schedules run the show. So that means the setting's personality is uniform on purpose. Right. In the middle of this order is Jonas, the main character. In front of you, imagine him pausing on his bike and searching for the exact word for how he feels. He isn't scared. He settles on apprehensive, a tense, nervous waiting feeling. That careful word choice hints that Jonas notices details others might miss. Here's the event causing that knot in his stomach. The ceremony of 12. The yearly gathering where every 12-year-old gets an assignment, the job they'll train for as an adult. Compare it to being told your career at age 12, only you don't get to pick. Apprehension makes total sense when your future is out of your hands. Think about waiting for a team list to go up while a coach decides your spot. That tight feeling in your chest before you know. The takeaway? Jonas's mood shows he understands the stakes. Rules are the community's safety net and leash. You hear a wall speaker behind you correct small mistakes. 2 big ones in Chapter 1. Use precise language, say exactly what you mean so no one misunderstands. And no lying. Telling something untrue is forbidden, which is why even emotions get defined and managed. Another pillar is sameness, the system that removes differences and choices to keep life predictable. For example, family units are assigned exactly 2 children, 1 boy and 1 girl. Practically speaking, the more the choices shrink, the easier it is to control outcomes. People fit the mold. Even feelings get processed on schedule. Turn to your left. At a dinner table, a family shares feelings. Each person reports their emotion of the day, calmly and precisely. It's routine, not free therapy. The point being, even emotions follow the rules here. Meet the people nearest to Jonas. His sister is Lily, energetic, curious. His father is a nurturer, a caregiver for newborns at the nurturing center. His best friend Asher is friendly and goofy. He often mixes up words and gets gently corrected. These relationships show how the community shapes behavior early. Listen up. Literally, the speaker, a built-in voice on the wall, keeps order. It can blast reminders to everyone, or single someone out for a small rule slip. The takeaway? Someone is always listening, which changes how people act. There's also a chilling word floating around: released. In the community, being released means you're removed from society. Early on, it's vague on purpose, but the book later reveals it means euthanasia, ending a life. Here, it functions as a final consequence, so people stay in line. Jonas remembers a tiny rule break from when he was younger, taking a snack he wasn't supposed to. Small human mistake, swiftly corrected by a public reminder. That's the pattern. Quick direction teaches obedience before rebellion starts. Hints are already pointing to Jonas being different. He's precise with words, tuned into feelings, and uneasy about fitting into a box. The story is setting you up to notice, in a place built for sameness, someone who sees more won't stay invisible. So, to put it all together, the community runs on control and sameness, safety traded for choice. The ceremony of 12 assigns adult roles, which explains Jonas's apprehension. And through rules, the speaker, and even the word release, we see how tightly life is managed, while Jonas's careful mind signals he may not fit the mold. Here's your takeaway. Chapter 1 builds a world that looks calm on the surface and asks a sharp question underneath. How much freedom would you give up to feel safe?